Okay, we left off Reish Mem Daled in the Maharal. Reish Mem Daled, first column. I wrote this for him there in my office. I'd like to inscribe one of them for him. I was waiting for his nephew to come. I had one of his father's name, because his father was a very... His father was a Slabotka Talmud. He was a Rav. I met his father many years ago. I knew his father. Spent a Yom Tov with his father. Okay. Okay. Thank you. The 5 acquisitions which Hashem has, he explained, the Maharal explained, when we speak about a kinyan, an acquisition, we're speaking something which is fully owned by the master, by the owner. But if it's only partial ownership, even though it's referred to as kinyan, but in this context, it's not called the kinyan. Kinyan means total ownership. Meaning, when we speak of God's, it's his acquisition in its totality. It cannot be released from his domain unless he chooses to release it. It's fully under his control. And there are 5 such things which the Mishnah enumerates, and each one is unique in its own right. Shemayim v'oretz, Avram Avinu, Klal Yisrael, Torah, the various things which are enumerated in the Mishnah. But with the context we're speaking about, in its innateness, anything else is not comparable to it. God created everything. Nothing exists only because Hashem wills it should exist. Nevertheless, relative to this, the term kinyan is not an appropriate term. Says, the sea is his, the ocean, he made it. And the dry land, he formed. You have the sea, the ocean, and you have the terrestrial level, the dry level, dry land. Kashem based vorim bein echod el HaKadosh Baruch Hu, ein al echod shem kinyon shu legamri el Hashem, ki hayam v'hayabosha shnei dvorim. Have to understand what he says over here. U'ma shezeh el Hashem Yisborach ein zeh el Hashem Yisborach. V'efshiyeh kol echod kinyon el Hashem Yisborach sheyeh legamri elov, ad she'ni yotzi bala kinyon klal kasher yesh echod imo. Okay, I think we'll leave this here. We'll start the Mishnah Berurah. It's a very deep thing. This reminds me, you know, the Gemara says is an opinion in Chagiga that Chatzi Evet Chatzi Ben Chorin, person was owned, Evet Karani was owned by 2 masters. One master emancipates him. So half of him is a full Jew, and the half of him being retained by the original master is an Evet Karani. So, no. So does he have an obligation in Rio? Does he have to visit the Beis HaMikdash 3 times a year? Okay? So the one opinion is he has no obligation. Even though half of him is a full Jew, he's a full Jew. He should have an obligation because of half of him, which is a full Jew. So the opinion is because it says, when you go to the Beis HaMikdash, it says, Liros es pnei ha'odon Hashem. You want to see the Master God. Mi sheish lo odon echod, not v'lo mi sheish lo shnei adonim. Person doesn't have 2 masters. If you have 2 masters, you have no master. That's it. You have 1 master, you have the master. But if you're ready, you have allegiance to 2, although they're both masters, then you have no. That means you're not fully bound to 1. It has to be Odin Hashem. That master means totality. See, he's saying something similar to that over here. When we say kinyan means total, but if within that context there's something else which is not the same as that, So therefore, one like detracts from the other. I mean, you have to understand what, but it's in that direction. That's what he's saying. To be continued.
Mm-hmm.